Hello class 7. Today in this video we are going to study lesson number 2 of your English supplementary. The chapter name is The Daughter of the Hungdung Chief. So before we start the class, let me ask you a question. Do you like folk tales? Or do you know what are folk tales? See, every culture and community has their own folk tales. Like for Meitei community, we have folk tales, Kabui Kayoy Ba, Hanuba Hanubi Pantaba, and many more. So this story, The Daughter of the Hungdung Chief, is also one of the folk tales, and it belongs to Tangkhul community. This story is about a young girl who married a serpent. Underline the word serpent and write it down snake. Serpent means snake. Now, let us read the story. Once upon a time, there lived a very beautiful girl. She was the only child of the chief of Hungdung village. Every day, the girl went to the field with her parents. However, one day, she went to the field alone. So that means every day she used to go to the field with her parents. But one fine day, she went to the field all alone, without her parents. So what happened that day? All of a sudden, a butterfly came and sat on her navel. Underline the word navel. It is a part of our body. We call it Khoido. She desperately tried to remove it, which means she tried to remove the butterfly which was sitting on her navel. But she couldn't do it. So after some time, the butterfly flew away by its own. Now, from that day onwards, the day when the butterfly came and sat on her navel, she became pregnant, which means she carried a baby in her womb. So she was extremely scared of her parents. Underline the word scared. Scared means afraid, fear. She wept silently. Underline the word wept. It means crying, cried. She went to the field and sprayed her korofee. Korofee is a kind of a cloth. Then she cried loudly, praying, Spirit or human being, God or man, whosoever has made me so miserable, please come and sit here so that I can see you. So she prayed, calling in the names of the spirit or a human being, whosoever had done such a miserable thing. She requested to come and stand before her so that she could see his face. Now, hearing her voice, hearing her words, a god came in the form of a serpent. As I told you before, serpent means snake. So this god came out in the form of a snake. And what did he do? He sat on the korofee which was sprayed by the young girl. Now she was taken aback and frightened. Why? To see the snake. Not only that, the serpent spoke human language. And it said, Don't be scared. Come and sit beside me. But the girl was still afraid. Now what happened? Seeing that the girl was afraid of him, which was actually in the form of a snake, the snake then turned into a handsome young man. Now, the young girl's fears subsided on seeing the young man. So, she drew closer and sat beside him. Now, let's turn on to the next page. You can see a beautiful picture of a lady, and she is none other than the young girl that we are talking about in the story. And next to her you can see a snake, and this snake is the god which actually came out in the form of a snake. Okay, now let's continue the story. So then what happened? This young lady, the young beautiful girl and this handsome man, they met secretly in the field every day, but the girl was still scared of her parents, and there is only one reason. The reason is she had not told her story. She had not shared about her condition with her parents. So that is why she was still scared of her parents. But what happened? As time passed, she could no longer hide the truth. So one day she told the whole story to her mother. But still, they could not tell the story to the chief. Why? Because they were afraid of him. But one day, the chief discovered his daughter's condition. So seeing that, he was very angry. So he spoke angrily to his daughter. He asked the girl to tell him who is responsible for this. In other words, he asked his daughter to tell the name of the person who is the father of the child. Now the daughter replied that the man, the person his father was inquiring for, is not a human being, but he is a god. Now the chief ordered his daughter to bring the god. So try to understand, the chief didn't believe the words of his daughter. That's why he immediately ordered his daughter to bring the god right in front of him. So the next day what happened? They went to the field again. Then the young girl spread the same coral fee on the ground like she did before. And then she prayed to the man to come out before them. But nobody appeared that time. So the chief was very angry again. This time he shouted to his daughter, saying that you are trying to fool me. Now he commanded his daughter to bring the man to him quickly, otherwise he would kill her the next day. His daughter was very scared. Throughout the night, the girl wept. She slept without taking any food. Now this time in her dream, the god appeared and said, I did not appear because I did not want any other human being to see me. If you stay here, your father will kill you. Leave the house and go to Humei village. I will be waiting for you there. The girl woke up and left the house. Let me explain you this. When the girl slept without taking food, in her dream, the man appeared, who is actually the god, and told her that he did not appear that time because he did not want any other human being to see him. So he also told the girl, if you stay with your parents, your father would definitely kill you one day. So he suggested to leave the house and go to another village named Humei. And then he promised the young girl that he would be waiting for her there. So the girl woke up and left the house. So this will be the first part of this chapter number 2 for your English supplementary. So in our next video, I will share or I will continue the story. So till then, bye-bye.